Welcome to Shine Movement Space. Today we are unlocking our spines and lengthening our hip flexors and hamstrings with a dance-inspired stretch routine. For my dancers at heart, think jazz warm-up style. Don't worry, if you're working on improving your flexibility, I have some options for you too. All are welcome to join, and I hope this leaves your body feeling elongated and refreshed. Find yourself a place to set up, and then let's get moving and shine together. Hello, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this video focuses on some flexibility. And if you are not as flexible, I wanted to show you some alternatives using the chair. So these will pop up on some of the moves in the corner or to the side. Haven't quite decided yet, but I'd like to show you some of the alternatives with the chair. You can be as high or as low as you need to. So you can use the seat of the chair, which will bring you a little more deeper into the stretch, or you can use the back of the chair, which will start to ease your way into some of the moves. So take what you need out of it. I'll show a few options for you and just keep an eye out for that as we're going through these moves. Okay, thank you so much. Hello, thanks for joining me for some standing stretch and mobilization for our bodies, hopefully to get them feeling lovely and lengthened. Okay, let's start with our feet just outside of our hips. We're having our legs and feet parallel, so toes are pointing forward. I want you to just take a moment, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Shake it all out, let it all go, whatever's on your mind, and let's just focus on our body. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Let's take our chin. We're going to dip our ear to shoulder and then circle our neck around to the other ear. And then repeat, kind of making some half circles with our neck, getting it nice and loose, stretching the side, the SCM, sternocleidomastoid muscle here that can hold a lot of tension. And you can close your eyes if that feels nice. Just take a few more of these. And one more. And then come on up to center. Let's take our shoulders. We're going to roll our shoulders back, alternating. Knees can be soft here, so we're staying loose through our torso. Sometimes in Pilates, we're doing things where our pelvis is nice and stable and our torso is moving, and vice versa. We're going to let both work together for this one. And then when you're ready, we can add an arm circle backwards if that feels good. A little bend in each knee. Just flowing through this. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting your body move how it wants to. And now let's reverse it. We'll start with the shoulder, forward first. Really getting some movement to start through that torso, through the thoracic spine. Dipping side to side, knees stay nice and loose. Breathing, and then when you're ready, add that arm forward. Really deepening that stretch across the back. Now, thinking of the space between your ribs, lengthening and stretching and moving. Good, let's just do a couple more of those. And then come back to center, stack your spine, roll your shoulders up, down, and back. From here, we're going to contract our abdominals. So we're pressing, rounding our abdominals towards our spine. Our spine's coming into a C curve. We bend our knees. It looks like this. Exhale, rounding our spine backwards, finding a C curve, and then stacking nice and tall. Exhale. Bring your back of your palms together and then stack nice and tall. Knees bend. We exhale, scooping our abdominals towards our spine and then stack nice and tall. Exhale. Scooping abdominals backwards, finding that C curve, nice and tall. Now we're adding on. We exhale for 2 and stack. And 1 more and stack. Now we reach up and over side. We bend center, rounding to find that C curve. Other side and come on up. Again, we exhale and stack. Abdominals draw in and stack. Other side, we reach side. We bend in the center, rounding, finding that C curve. Other side, straighten up. Again, we exhale and stack. And stack. Now we reach side, bend center, other side, come on up. We exhale, C curve and stack. Open your heart, open your chest, C curve and stack. We reach it side, bend center, other side. Let's do 1 more round. We exhale and stack. Scooping abdominals and stack. Reaching side, bending center, other side. Come on up. Last round. We exhale and stack and exhale and stack. Reaching side, center, other side. And up. Very good. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back. Now let's take our attention to our hips a little bit. We take our hips and we make little figure 8s with our hips side to side. Carving out kind of our side of our hips, feeling a stretch here. This is not just because I feel like doing it, right? So I want you to feel what that feels like in your body. Feel the stretch in your glutes, opening up your hips in the front. And now let's take it with a little bend in the knees. You might be able to get a little bit more range of motion there and really start to sway, feeling a loosening, feeling your hips more mobile here. Good, let's do 2 more each side. And then come back to center, press down through the floor, stack nice and tall. Now we reach to the side, we lengthen, drawing our abdominals in towards our spine. We're reaching up and over, stretching nice and long through that side body here. We come on up, we rotate towards the diagonal with our spine. We think neutral spine, abdominals in and up. We lengthen, lengthen, lengthen as we bring our torso, hinging it down here. We stay here. We bend our back knee and straighten. Bend that back knee and straighten. And now we lower with control towards that leg, however far your body wants to go today. Breathe here. And we bend that back leg twice again. Bend and stretch and bend and stretch. We engage our abdominals. We press down through the floor with our legs and we roll on up on the diagonal, opening that arm and coming back to the side. Let's do the other side. We reach up and over to the side. We lengthen through that side body here, and then we come up center. We rotate our shoulders on the diagonal. We reach nice and long, keeping our spine nice and flat and neutral, sending our head in line with our spine. We bend our back leg and stretch it, bending and stretching. And then we lower down with control. Over that leg, we bend the back leg and stretch. If you're up here, that is perfectly fine as well. And then when you're ready, we stack up through the floor, pressing down to open up. All right, let's go a little bit faster now that we know what we're doing. So let's reach up and over side, stretch, stretch, stretch. We rotate on the diagonal. We keep a nice stable spine here. We bend our back knee and stretch and bend and stretch. Now we lower and round over our leg with control. Bend and stretch, bend and stretch. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Open that arm, windmill. Let's do the other side. Up and over. And then we bring it up. We rotate our torso on the diagonal, reaching out of our pelvis. We bend our back leg and straighten. Bend and straighten. Now we lower, rounding the spine with control. We bend the back leg and straighten. Bend and straighten. And now we scoop our abdominals, roll on up, and open back up. One more time each side, stretching nice and long. Rib cage stays closed. We reach on the diagonal. Back knee bends and straightens, bends and straightens. And now we lower with control, rounding the spine. We bend and straighten. One more time, we bend and straighten. We scoop our abdominals, press down through the floor, windmill the arms. Last time, other side. We reach up and over. We rotate our torso, nice long spine. Bending the back knee and stretch. Abdominals are pulled in and up. And then we lower with control. Back knee, one more time, bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Press down through the floor. Engage your abdominals. Open your arms. Very nice. All right, from here, we're going to take our hips and rotate them towards the side. So instead of the hips facing the screen, we're rotating towards the side. We're coming into a runner's lunge position, and as we lower into it, we make sure abdominals are drawn in and up, spine is nice and long and neutral. We lengthen through our back leg and lower down. From here, I want you to think of that front knee in line with that front ankle. Very nice. We slowly straighten both legs and bend that front knee. And straighten both legs and bend that front knee. Straighten it up and bend. And now we stay straight and breathe here. Trying to lengthen through that back heel. Breathing. And now soften that front knee once more. Coming into that runner's lunge, we're taking our back arm and we're opening up towards the ceiling. Rotate open. Breathe here. Bringing out that spine. Very nice. And rotate back down. We're going to turn out that front foot. So toes pointing outward, heels pointing inwards. We're lowering our back leg down to the mat if you can. And then you can either lower to your front elbows or just bend your front elbows, deepening that stretch through that front hip flexor and through that inner thigh here. Breathing here. And if you're on your elbows, start to make your way back up to your hands. Abdominals are lifting from underneath. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back leg again. We're rotating towards the screen now. Legs are turned out. We switch side to side. Knee is pointing over that toe, nice and easy and gentle here. Now stay on this side. Rotate towards your runner's lunge. On the other side, take a moment, find a nice lunge where that front knee is in line with that front ankle. And then from here, we lift, straightening the back legs, or the front leg, excuse me, and lower. We lift, lengthening through your front leg and lower, making sure both hips are facing that side wall, lifting and lowering. One more time, lift and lower. And now let's stay and stretch with our legs straightened. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, lower, bending that front knee again. We lift our back arm, rotating our spine, reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Lower that arm. Turn out your front foot in that lunge. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes, and bend your elbows slightly if that's feeling good for you. Stretching, really lengthening through that hip flexor, through the inner thighs here, opening up those hips. Abdominals are still lifting to support our back from underneath. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, make your way up on your hands again. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, rotate towards the screen. Knee is facing up. We switch side to side. Taking it easy here. Very nice. Come to the center. You can heel toe your feet in. Just one more step if that feels good for you. And then bend your knees, send your knees over your toes, plie, and stretch. Plie, and stretch. 2 more times. 1 more time. And stretch. Take one hand, put it in the center of your mat, rotate the other one open. Similar to what we did in the runner's lunge. You can roll out your wrists if that's feeling good for you today. Good, and then let's switch sides. That hand replaces the other one. We rotate open. Very nice. Lower on down with control in the center. Heel toe your feet just a little bit closer. Let your legs come parallel now. Micro bend in your knees, just a little softening of your knees. You can sway your torso side to side if that feels good. Letting yourself hang. You can also shift your hips side to side. stretching into the side of those glutes. And then when you're ready, bend your knees. Shift your weight over your legs completely. Press down through the floor to straighten your legs, scooping up all that good energy, and then plie down. 2 more times. We scoop it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on this last one, we press down through the floor. We scoop up that good energy. We exhale. Hands come to the heart. Eyes come closed. We inhale. Exhale. Feel your heart beating. Thank your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the next exhale, arms float open, shoulders roll up, down and back. Your heart shines forward. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you feel great and have a nice rest of your day. Bye. Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support, and I hope you'll join me again.